Hey, what is going on, YouTubers? Jay here from MJ Tech. Today bringing you the second generation or the second version of the Note 20 Ultra. This is the one coming from China. That's why I call it the second generation. The first one, I unboxed it and compared it to the original one around maybe a month ago. So this is the so-called one-to-one. Now it has a true 2 GB of RAM and 16 GB of internal storage. I decided to leave it in the original wrapping just because, well, I wanted you guys to see that this is in fact a clone. The original one doesn't come wrapped up like this. As a matter of fact, it is just a seal that comes with it. So let's go ahead and break this open here. And as we can tell, guys, the box is very similar to the real Samsung Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. Now we have the little 5G logo on here. We can see the picture of the S Pen. Everything looks to be very similar. Towards the back side here, we got the display size as 6.8 inches, 5G LTE capable, a 12 megapixel dual pixel camera. Towards the back side, we know that that's not going to be the case here with this replica. At the most, we get always an 8 megapixel sensor, and on the front, we get a 5 megapixel sensor for selfies. So this one is claiming also to be the 512 gigabyte version. So again, that's not going to be the case. In this particular one, we have 16 gigs of internal storage. So here we have the box. This one has that flipping mechanism, as you guys can tell right here. Towards the bottom, we got the name of the phone, and it says Mystic Bronze. I am assuming that's the color that I got inside of the box. And here we have the barcodes with the serial number. We get the SKU, and I believe it comes with the IMEI information as well. I'm pretty sure that this is a copy and paste from an original one they probably purchased in order to clone it. So yes, don't expect that all this information is going to be accurate on the device itself. So here we can also see how it is claiming to be the 64 gig model, but on the rear side of the cover it says 512. So there's a little bit of inaccuracy right there. So anyways, here we have a little case, and just for demo purpose, I decided to test here the original Spigen case that I had on my Samsung Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. I sold it because I got the iPhone 12 Pro Max, and I used the money to purchase that device. So this is the case. Again, this is the original one. So let me show you here that it says in fact Spigen on the inner side, and this is it right here. So there we have their seal, the information of the case itself. That way we can test it on the body and see if it is a true one-to-one body. So anyways, here we have the bone on the back side, at least on the camera module. It seems to be very similar to the previous one. We can only see right here that 8 megapixel sensor camera. The other ones are just dummies. They don't do anything. And we do have that same protector on the back side. Let's go ahead and peel it. There we go. And here we can observe the Samsung logo right there. And it comes with some sort of protector here for the cameras. There we go. I was able to peel it off very easily. So now we have the cameras completely exposed. Let's go ahead and flip it around. Here we have the front display. And again, everything seems to be quite similar. Even here, the bezels towards the bottom side are almost identical. And we do get that little spongy thing so that the power key doesn't get pressed during shipment. I had to ask myself because I didn't know the purpose of this, honestly. But then they said that it is because the battery can get depleted by the phone coming on. So anyways, here we can see the entire body. Like I said on the back, the sensors are also fake here. The laser focus, we only get the true LED flash with a single 8 megapixel sensor camera. Towards the right side here, we get the volume rockers up and down with the power key. On the other side here, we get nothing, just the metal frame. And towards the bottom, we get the S Pen, in which we still have to stick our nail on the side and pull it out. There we go. So here we have the little S Pen, and it doesn't have the logos anywhere, and the button doesn't click neither. So Just be prepared for that. This is not the real S Pen. We do get down here the loudspeaker. It doesn't have stereo speakers either. We get the USB-C port and the mic port as well. So on the top, we get that SIM tray, and we get a dummy secondary microphone, but in this case we only have one microphone, which is towards the bottom side of the device, as I already explained. So anyways, there we have it for the device. Inside of this little divider, we get some fake manuals, we get the fake fast charger, and this one is actually not that great in terms of quality. It's super light. I mean, it is just insanely light. So there we have the little USB port, and if you look closely, it is a little bit crooked. This side here, the right side, is leaning towards like the bottom, so it's kind of like this, but you really can't see that here from the camera. But when I look at it in person here, I can tell that it is not perfect, and again, it is one of the lightest that I've seen in quite a while. That's kind of scary, guys. This thing can explode at any given point. I wouldn't trust these chargers at all. I mean, literally, this thing feels like it's actually empty inside. It is that bad. So anyways, inside here we also get the USB-C cable. Of course, we get the fake earphones, and these are imitating to be from AKG, I believe, but I don't see the AKG logo. It is just a style. So anyways, there we have it for the accessories inside. It is actually quite simple all the way around. Okay, so here we are about to turn on the Samsung Galaxy Note 20 Ultra fake, and sometimes it does delay when you start it. And this is a really easy way to tell, you know, if it is a fake. You can have that feeling just from the software. But we just saw the Samsung Galaxy Note 20 Ultra logo on there, and now we get the Samsung logo as well. Now, as this is booting up, I want to go ahead and test here the Spigen case that I got from Amazon for the real S20 Ultra, and here we can see that in fact it does fit. So everything does align well. This is giving us the indication. There we got the power key. Let's see the volume if it works, and yes, it does work. We get we don't have any buttons here towards the left. We can see the cutout here for the S Pen. We get the loudspeaker. Everything is aligning perfectly well. So I would say that body wise, this is a true 1-to-1 in every single way, and that includes the thickness as well, because the case is actually quite nicely fitted on there. I don't know if you guys can observe this, but everything fits very well all the way around. The only thing I can notice is that on the bezel side towards the bottom, we do have a little bit of a chin still, but too bad that unfortunately I don't have the other replica right now with me. But I know that the bottom bezel has decreased a little bit, not by much, but it did decrease, as well as on the top here. So anyways, here we have the front facing camera. This is the 5 megapixel sensor. But before we jump into the camera, I want to go ahead and show you guys here the S Pen, which is really difficult to get out. There we go. And wow, that is difficult. So let's go ahead and try it out. Now the tip has been rubberized. Before it was a solid tip, so it will make really loud sounds here on the screen, and now we don't get that. So we have things like action memo. Everything here is still the same in terms of software, but what I really want to check out here real quick, guys, now that we know that this kind of works, whatever, I don't feel like it's really well made. This one feels a little bit stiffer when it goes in, and let's put it back on there. At least it has some sort of sensor that detects when it has been inserted, because the Smart Select here does go away, which is really cool. And something I want to do here is check and see if we at least get the 5G Wi-Fi, something that we don't get very often with these replicas. Let's go ahead and turn it on. And I don't think that's going to be the case, guys, and unfortunately we don't get it. So I'm going to go ahead and connect here to this real quick. So let's see, let me insert my passcode real quick, and hopefully it does connect. And after this, we will connect here to the it says no internet, but now I do have internet. So now let's go ahead and try the Play Store and see if it does work. Alrighty guys, so here I went ahead and logged in here into my account for Play Store, and everything is working okay. It does lag a little bit here and there, but for the most part you can download any application that you wish. And second, when we go here into CPU-X, I want to show you that, well, first of all, the memory is accurate. They claim it to be 16, and it says here total RAM 12, but I told you guys before that it has 2. And on free RAM, which is the actual RAM internally available, we can see that it's claiming to have 1.12 gigabytes. So yes, it is definitely a 2 gigabyte phone with 16 gigabytes of internal memory. The rest, it is absolutely fake. We can tell here that even the resolution of the display is 720 with 320 ppi. When the real one, we know that it is a basically a 2K display, and this one is not. So there we have it, at least for some of the details. Let's go ahead and check here the CPU real quick. And there we can see it, MTK6580. So again, we have basically the same device as before with a little bit more RAM and a little bit more memory. So here we have things like the quick toggles, and this is quite similar to the real one. Now we don't have a working NFC. This is just there for decoration purposes. Let's go here into settings directly. Here we have all the settings available on this device. Let's go here into software. And it is not giving us an indication that it has any updates. And by the way, this is all fake, guys. You can see Android 10, but in fact it is Android Nougat right there. So even the software version is fake on this device. Let's go here into maintenance and battery, and this is where we can do the resetting and all that good stuff. And something I want to check here with you guys real quick is if in the dialer we enter start pound 06 pound, it shows the IMEI, as you guys can observe, with the barcode, very similar to the real one. A lot of people comment on my videos and say, well, Jay, it is really easy to detect the fake versus the real one by entering this information. And if it shows the barcode, then most likely you're buying the real one. But in this case, we can observe here that it does give us the barcode, simulating to be the real ones. But this being said, guys, let me know what you think about this second gen of the fake Samsung Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. Do you see the differences? Do you think that it is really easy to spot still? Let me know down below. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys on my next one.